How do you take $10,000 and turn it into 200 grand on a single deal? Dude, my CEO just walked in here literally tears in his eyes and bawling because he was so grateful that he followed my advice 5 years earlier and got this huge windfall of a check that he's now going to use to buy a lot more real estate. If you're not really sure how just one deal can financially change your life, check this out.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! I'm turning dreams into reality. Yeah, it's one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
We just received 19 offers on our Orem house.
Oh, dude.
That we're selling.
Dude, congratulations. Did you just list it?
We listed it last Thursday, showed it Saturday, and today's Tuesday. 19 offers, Kris.
That's awesome.
And I did what this is years ago, 3-4 years ago, I did what you did. And I bought a house with a basement apartment. And I'm sorry, I'm feeling emotional right now. Kris, we got $190,000 more than what we owe on it.
Dude. That is so amazing.
I just blown away.
Dude, that right there, that's a millionaire in the maker. That's what it feels like when you win. That's what it feels like when you grind, when you push, when you're doing everything that you can.
Kris, that is on top of the cash flow that we've been receiving for the past 4 years. And I just can't feel like I'm this poor boy from Idaho. And it changed my stars. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Well, I got to say though, there's something that you've been doing. I hope that you all pick up on is that you were looking for a mentor. You followed the program. You got on board when it wasn't always easy, or maybe when a spouse thought differently, or a friend thought that you were crazy or nuts.
We've been sharing walls, and our friends look at what we're doing, and they're like, we could never do that. We could never have someone living beneath us and have that,
Yeah.
But the payoff, I'm just blown away.
Well, congratulations. I'm happy for you.
So I just wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. It's awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. That's incredible. Are you still rolling? You should keep rolling. Can I
get me wrong?
Can I give you some advice?
Yes.
Okay, in my brain, $190,000. Do you know what I see?
More homes?
4 homes.
Yes.
4 homes. Because right now,
I've already been talking
about
what we're going to roll this into.
Because I'm telling you right now, for the next 5 years, we have never had a crisis at a national level with missing 1.5 million homes, demand as big as it is, rates as low as they are. And I'm telling you right now, while I can never make anyone promises or guarantees, that $190,000 will buy you 4 more homes in the best markets, and those 4 homes will become 8. Did you know what I do with 4 homes over 20 years? I turned that into $16 million. $16 million. You can become financially free on that because you've done the hardest part. I'm telling you right now, the first $50,000 a person saves felt like what I did when I was making my first million. It felt like the heaviest lift. But going from $1 million to 10, that's not hard because you've worked hard, and if you do the same thing and you keep rolling it forward, you're gonna win just like you have been.
And I know this is a terrible mindset thing, but I just feel like I'm not supposed to. I feel like someone who shouldn't have had the intelligence, the experience, the knowledge to do these things, and because of what you've taught me and the team that you put together, like I suddenly have the ability to go out and do these big things that I think on my own I never would have been able to do. And don't get me wrong, like the tears, it's just pure gratitude. I'm blown away with what we can do with this. And we're just gonna roll this into having control over more assets and letting those build with time.
All right, but I gotta give you a second piece of advice.
Okay.
And this is the advice that no one wants to hear. When you have your first, what I'm gonna call a windfall, it's natural for the mind and for a spouse to say, you got lucky, you better take advantage of it. And taking advantage of it doesn't mean invest more. Taking advantage of it means pay off student debt. get out of debt, pay stuff off, pay off the car. We'll have so much peace of mind. And I remember when I started raking the money in, my wife was on my back like, pay stuff off, pay stuff off, pay stuff off. I said, honey, that's not how we got here. I'm sorry, but I need you to continue financially trusting me. And I kept rolling it forward. Today, like I look at my bank account, multiple accounts that are all 7 figures. And I'm like, how did that happen? I'll tell you how it happened. When I got my first windfall, I didn't chalk it up to luck. I went back and I did the exact same things over and over and over again. So just know that you're at a pivotal point.
Now, and that's what I wanted to say though, we have a game plan.
Yeah, tell me. I want them to hear your game plan. This is cool that the camera's on right now, right?
And that's why I said you're probably going to want to record this.
Okay, let's hear it.
And because I mean I've been with you for 7 years, and honestly, I back in the day I was behind the camera and editing in the beginning, and I was just
Ryan, that's you, bro. You better be listening.
And I was just sitting back there saying, how do I do these things that he's teaching? And it's taken some time. You know,
Yeah.
we had to scrape together a down payment to do that first house. We got a really awesome deal on that first house because of our connections with Tyler and the acquisitions team. But we've known every penny we put into that house, we knew the goal was not to run with 200K and like go to Vegas.
Right.
We've known that like everything that this builds, we are just going to roll into more houses because that's our game plan. Take one house, turn it into 2.
Yeah.
I actually think we might be able to do 3 or 4.
Yeah.
depending on where
Well, and
we
you have a couple
buy.
other doors you bought.
Yes, and that's the other thing is this was the first house. We've already had our primary has a basement apartment too, and we're already looking and saying, okay, when do we pivot out of this one and roll it into more homes in Orlando? And
If I can, for those of you that are just tuning in right now, here's what I want to share. We get told to get good grades, go to college, get a piece of paper that says you're smart, and that means work for someone else and make them money, and then they're going to give you something in return. They're going to give you an income. And you'll be grateful for it because it'll mean that you don't have to starve, you'll have a roof over your head, and you can do your day-to-day. But no one got rich that way. Rich people thought different and they acted different. I just got done making another video where I said, you have to find a way to, in the beginning, scrimp and save when it would be so much more seductive to increase your lifestyle, buy a nicer car. Dude, I look at the car you drive, I'm like, he's still driving his commuter. How many miles are on that thing? Don't answer that.
It's not too bad.
But
It's a Toyota Corolla. It's an okay
it'll go for $500,000. It'll go for $500,000. But the point is that a real game plan says you work hard to get those first down payments, you be smart with that money.
Yes.
But then guess what? This is the crazy part. The graph is exponential. You know, a couple of homes become 4 homes, become 8 homes, become 16, become 32, become 64. And I figured out how to compress all that into just like 5 or 6 years once I got started. Anyone can become rich in real estate. Anyone, given enough time, as long as you're intelligently earning the kind of ROIs that you are. These 25 to 35% ROIs, most people have sucky standards. They'll do a deal with a 7% ROI and they're thinking, I'm in real estate. I'm like, you're not in real estate. You're in trouble because you're not doing it the right way. You have been doing it the right way. Just for anyone that's watching this and just kind of picking up your reaction, I mean, for those of you who don't know, just to be totally open, this is my CEO that runs my company. It took me 3.5 years ago from 3 dudes in a basement on just my influencer brand to 45 people that can allow us to have, 3 million views a day, educating and servicing people that we'll never ever meet. And so you're doing all that here, but you've got your own financial game plan.
Behind the pen, I've just been taking what I've been earning with you and directing it towards real estate. And like you said, this feels like our first big windfall where it's just been like, holy crap!
Don't change your lifestyle. Now's the time to haul.
More than ever before, I'm like, we got to stick with this game plan.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing the results of how it works.
Well, I know the numbers on these 2 deals. And right now I'm like, your next load 5 years from now should have you literally $1 million plus. So you'll be a millionaire. Yep. And then from there, 1 million becomes 2 and 2 becomes 4 and 4 becomes 8. And then there's a lot of ways to accelerate that. For anyone, by the way, that is watching this, that is like, man, like this whole game of it's not get rich quick, it's not wholesaling, it's not flipping something, trying to make a quick buck today. You know, you started your journey how many years ago?
I mean, we bought our first house in 2016.
So that's what, 5 years ago? Mm-hmm. So
right on track with what?
That's the game plan, man. It is playing out. In the first 5 years, when you double your money, you're so much smarter than stock market, 401ks, IRAs, things like that. But you're like, man, when's this going to take off? And it's weird. I bought my first house 18 years ago now. And like my wife and I are adding on, just to our own personal estate, it'll be a paid off free and clear $5 million piece, 16,000 square feet, like all this fun stuff, private indoor pool. Like you look at the cars that I drive, the places I travel, and the things that I do, and it's like, wow, Kris, you must have gotten lucky, or you're just really good at making money. But actually I'm not, I was you. I was in the first 5 years. The first 5 years, I didn't enjoy any luxury. It was just push. It was just moving it forward. So stay on that game plan.
Trusting in the plan and just holding to it when all around me people are doing fun things, buying fancy cars.
Well, dude, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for you, brother. Listen, for any of you that are like, how do I get in on the game of real estate? Carson is using my entire partner system. He's accessing a team of 200 experts. He's working inside our organization with literally the best, the smartest, the brightest, that put in hundreds of hours of due diligence and research on every single deal, every week going through thousands of properties to find the very best. And if you're sitting back thinking, man, I wish I could get in on the action, you be honest right now. How much time a month have you been putting into the game since you've been leveraging our help?
I mean, not
every month. Come on, every month. I want minutes or hours. Like how much time a month do you put into your real estate?
Maybe 3 hours.
Okay, 3 hours. And the more you get,
it depends on the month.
I know.
I mean, there are months where it's nothing, Kris.
Yeah, that's the point. It's called residual for a reason. You're getting the tax benefits, you're getting the cash flow, you're getting the equity growth. And the whole point is, and Andrew Carnegie, richest man in the world, it was about 100 years ago, but the dude said 90% of all the wealthy, they do it through real estate. That's where millionaires come from. And guess what? You are rapidly joining that group as a young man. So congratulations.
It's freaking awesome.
Guys, check out the link below. Learn about partnering, getting in on the very best deals. 324 markets in the United States, and there's only 3 that you should be investing in. And if you don't know what they are, click that link. Let me get you educated on my last $1 billion worth of real estate so that you can have this experience and you can get yourself literally on a rocket ship for financial freedom. So I got to tell you, it's sobering. It never gets old. I get people reaching out all the time to share with me how these videos have impacted them. But it's really cool that most of the people on my team have game plans to buy real estate, have bought real estate with me. And my goal for them is not to keep them captive as employees for 30 years. My goal is to set them free, just like I wanted to be when my boss didn't want that for me. Right now, if you are looking to be set free financially, then I would definitely click the link below and learn about partnering on the best kind of real estate, just like Carson is buying. There's some really cool tools and resources if you do that. Also, if you want to see what this journey has looked like for other people, I got together with the Rice family who wanted to go hard in real estate. And in their first 6 months, they bought 5 homes. It was aggressive. It was fast. And I've done that with a lot of people. Check out their journey right here.
I really do.
Hey, by the way, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you because you sat behind the camera, but you listened, you learned, and you implemented. And that's why this is happening. So congrats.